Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you ever so very much for joining me. We are playing the Once More with Feeling campaign here in Black Ice. A few things to change. I note some unnecessary fallback lines there. Good. What you guys should, by the way, be on this border. Since you're mountaineers, it just makes sense. What's going to happen in this episode? We're going to go to war with Hungary. Hungary stole part of my Czechoslovakia. It was an outrageous act of unprecedented international aggression for which they will feel the full wrath of the Wehrmacht. Meanwhile, we will research some more armor techs. Good. We are at 100% war support, 100% stability. Everyone in the Reich knows that they will do their duty. The two great powers of Europe united, none can stand against us. And indeed, Hungary won't be able to either. It's going to be another 70-odd days. How many? Another 100 days odd until we get to that one. Time in May. Cool. We still need a lot more infantry equipment and a lot more infantry, period. We're going to need to start thinking about manpower laws soon. I just love being on volunteer only. So the one I'll change will probably be the bracket. We'll probably go 18 to 35 next. Only thing that really hurts is political power gain, which is not that significant. In fact, since all it does is political power gain, maybe I switch it early. No, there's no real reason to switch it early. Last bit of just kind of political power spending to fill out our government. I think I am going to get the surface command. Or maybe this guy is just better. Yeah, I think I'm going to get this guy for the screen and capital attack. And now all our political power just goes towards making our government exactly how we want it. So for example, Goebbels, we're going to fire you at some point. It's just destined. We're getting a lot of new mills out there, which is excellent work. We're putting work into these synthetic refineries, but they take a really long time to build. We're working on it, though. We don't really need steel mills. We could do with some more armored vehicle factories. I think that's what I will work on next. Let's build a couple of those after we fit these in. And then I would like some munitions factories because they actually affect your stats, your unit stats, and then uniform factories are attrition. So I'll get 2 of those as well. And then once you've built all those, you can get back to me and we will see what's what. Hopefully by the time those are done, these will have all finished by free repair. Although I'm not sure if that will happen. Let's manually repair. Just the factories seem worth repairing. When you manually repair them, they really don't take very long. Probably no more than a month each. There's our fission experiments. Our glorious Nazi nukes are on the way. We won't get the 40 tech just yet. This 40 tech, however, I will absolutely do ahead of time. Something else that we should definitely construct, some radar stations. I feel like a Rhineland radar and a Sicily radar, or perhaps a Rome radar, would both be very much important to us and very helpful going forward. Since this one's almost finished, why don't we bump that up a queue? And these should be boosted as well. That, once fully upgraded, should give us coverage over a very large portion of the Mediterranean, and the one up in Rhineland likewise for the Channel. We'll probably end up putting radar off Norway, especially in anticipation of some kind of Lend-Lease agreement. How are we doing on... We're not researching land doctrine right now? No. You don't understand. Alright, I guess we're going to temporarily switch off. Do I spend 100 on this? I think I actually do. Well, we already have a research bonus. Let's not. We'll go back to oil plant later. We don't need this for a while. This isn't that useful. I'm told... One of these gives a research slot. So I think I am going to do these two now. We may have already done the one that gave me a research slot. I'm not sure, but I think I will do those just to see what they do. It's learning, honestly. So we could do naval war games right now, which I think I absolutely will do. Naval experience is very valuable to me. Not going to reform my military command just yet. That's something we'll likely be doing a lot of later on in the game. No forming new divisions. That's fine. Anything else down here? No, thank you. No need. Okay, good. More Dutch trade. Dutch trade. It looks like they are actually going to tread the narrow path, which is really annoying. They still haven't formed the government, though, so there's a chance. I'm going to try and remember. 20 days. 20 days time. Next month. Make sure I hit this button again. Now, France. Italy, even. Have you deployed any men? No? How about you? No. Okay, we need to keep an eye on them. You got any mills down there? I got one. We're not going to send men down here. It would be great to be able to base raiders out of here and raid this region, but I don't think that's going to happen. What's probably going to happen is we're going to push through here down to the Suez, take Iraq, and then we'll have raiders coming out of the Persian Gulf and raiding this whole region. There goes China being puppeted into the reorganized government of China. We'll see what Japan ends up doing. All right, my research slot can go straight back into this. Yes, please. And thank you. Okay. Rubber is piling up. I would love... Well, first off, let's just check this works. Okay, current output 0. But if I were to cease importing rubber... And then wait a bit. Current output 0. And is my production queue showing that I have no rubber? We have 0 units of rubber for use. Let's wait a bit and see if it ever starts. Okay, so we're forming a bunch of things. Oh, it gives us political power as well. Cool. I'm told that the units it gives you are titchy and good for suppression, and that kind of makes sense. Focuses to form like suppression units. I can accept that. So we will do these two. That one doesn't seem to give me any units. Guess it gave me templates. Not that I can see. What's this? This is the beginning of a motorized template, it looks like. No, thank you. I think I'll probably build my motorized template from this. And we're likely to build a mechanized rather than motorized. I got some political power. We could encourage women. 3% construction. 2% lower factories. But the cap reduction is really bad. The consumer factories are very good. But I don't think that's necessary right now. And really, I should go off extensive officer training to get rid of the consumer goods cost. We're going to have enough political power to go back later. So for now, let's go to no formal officer training for the research speed and factory output. So resources, rubber just doesn't seem to work. Tragic, really, but there you go. Maybe some of the others work. I can't really test it. Well, we could test chromium, actually. Let's test chromium. Siam, I would like that. Rubber import once again. You guys, so you can just start filling the rubber storage. Might as well fill it. Now, let's try and output some chromium. Doesn't look very promising, does it? Well, looks like resource storage is just completely broken. That's sad. I haven't got it the wrong way around, have I? Like, that should surely be when it outputs. Not when there's not a dash there. Let's give it a month. A month of no of slowed down production is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Wait a minute. We're using some chromium? We must produce some locally. Yeah, we produce some locally. Are we sure? We do actually produce some locally, don't we? Yeah. None of that is coming from anything else. Like, none of that is actually coming from the reserve, is what I mean to say. Well, that's unfortunate. More Dutch trade, please. Also, something else. More divisions. No thanks. That's fine. Well, it appears These are just totally broken. How do I now have -10? Oh, I guess I just finished that dockyard, probably. Hey, Turkey, why don't you hit me up with some chromium? And we'll give up on resource storage, I guess. I'm gonna ask the devs, can anyone make any of the resource storage work? I can't. See if there's a trick to it. Okay, got some more political power coming in. The SS Himmler has selected someone to be the inspector of this with Brigade Führer, whatever. Political power, building slots, factories. Cool. Sounds good. Next up, new U-boat designs would be good. I'd like more cruiser designs, but I'm pretty sure I can't have them because I went this side rather than this side, which now, honestly, I regret. Given the number of dockyards, we probably should have gone Plan Z, but yeah, no. What are you going to do? I'm going to do new U-boat designs now because it's almost 40, which is when we would actually want to do that. So we now have just spare political power. We're not planning on going to war just yet. We could go to war economy right now. Okay, let's consider this. Slows down consumer goods a lot, that's fine. Speeds up mills by 5%, it's pretty good. Lowers consumer goods by 10, which is obviously huge. We're supposed to be losing stability, but it's not. I'm not seeing it. Speeds up research speed. That's interesting and makes sense. Necessity is the mother of invention and all that. Yes, let's switch to a war economy. We immediately got demobilized with no pop-up, no warning, and nothing in the tooltip saying that I couldn't do it. Huh. Fun. Well, I'm going to give myself back that political power because that's a load of rubbish. It should say in the tooltip, has not selected economic policy. Can I never switch my economic policy ever again? That would be really fun. There's the anti-tank and mines. I need the better infantry gun, please. Do we have to go back to the beginning of October? I don't like this. This is confusing me. I'm also way too hot. Give me a second. Ah. Has not selected economic policy. That must be something that goes away after a little while, right? Must be. Let's look at other stuff. Could increase our education investment. But that does lower your consumer goods even more. No, that's not worth it. Yeah, no officer training's fine. Major restrictions is fine. Next research, probably snipers. It's almost 40. Very close. Better mountain equipment, I don't think we need. Oh yeah, better mortar teams. Absolutely, we need those. Should have got these way earlier. Oh well. So we're now producing outdated stuff. The old light infantry equipment. And we're producing infantry anti-tank, which has that unlocked a new thing? Or does this now just require infantry anti-tank? Or does this require infantry anti-tank? Yes, handheld anti-tank plus 20. Do we have any infantry anti-tank? Maybe we stole some from Italy. Why isn't it saying... Oh, okay, there it is. Sorry, these are different colors, so it's not... Yeah, we're missing... Mountain artillery and aerial. Okay, let's wait a day. I think it's going to say handheld anti-tank. It doesn't say handheld anti-tank. I'm confused. And I'm going to build handheld anti-tank. Because I swear we need it. There we go. Oh, we already have it in production. It automatically puts some in production. Interesting. And we do need just an ungodly quantity of this. It's cheap though, right? Like point something. Yeah, 0.3. It's not too bad. Let's put some of these things together where they kind of make sense. Now that we're not doing it by number anymore. Okay, so 10 handheld anti-tank. We've already got vast flamethrower excess. Did I put them into here? No, I didn't. And I think I do want to. So let's throw those in there. And do we want them on the tanks? Not really, because the tanks shouldn't be operating where these bonuses would help. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But yeah, now we should have a huge deficit. Not that huge, actually. So I'm going to take one of those. Looks like we've got plenty of towed anti-tanks, so I'll reduce that. Infantry guns. Don't want to reduce because we're going to be making an upgraded version soon. Cavalry equipment we have absolutely just Christ tons of. Let's reduce that. Same for small artillery. In fact, I'm going to reduce small artillery twice because didn't we like cut that out of all our templates? Where are we using small artillery? Do you still have that? It's the one. Oh no, sorry. That's not. That isn't small artillery. That's medium artillery. The 10, right? No, that is small. So are we even using any of those? I think no. I think no. So let's just put them in the coastal. Because what's the harm? So now it should increase, yeah, artillery. Yeah, whereas the infantry division uses no artillery. It just uses the 15 centimeter. Yeah. So let's put a bunch of artillery in here. How much is that going to need now? Only 36? Yeah, I mean, these guys don't have to move or have recovery rate. So, just, it lowers their organization, but it's going to give them really good soft attack. So basically, come up my coast. I'm going to have just a vast wall of artillery waiting for you. There we go. These guys now have substantially more soft attack than my Panzer division. Our coasts are just going to be lined with 10.5 centimeter guns. Awesome. I like it. I like it thematically. It's very fun. Can I switch this again if I wanted to? Has not selected economic policy. I'm gonna ask about that one too. What does has not selected economic policy mean? And let me pop this, drop this screenshot in here so they know what the heck I'm on about. Oh, upload. Cool. Well, we'll see what they have to say about that. There are console commands to change your laws, so if we have to do that, and I can just, subtract the political power that would be necessary, that's fine. Hopefully that's going to go away. More Dutch trade with Germany. At all costs. They're still not ready to actually pick a side, so we need to worry about that yet. We're barreling towards the historical date for the outbreak of the war, but that's not a concern for me right now. We could rush deploy these guys, but I think once they deploy and we get the next wave in training, we're gonna not need it. So there's the new infantry equipment. Could get better sniper equipment right now. Oh no, yeah, dockyard research, absolutely. So infantry equipment is now outdated, and same with this one. Switch it over. Give me but a moment. Yes, hello, my love. All right, so now we've got the new. Oh God, how the heck do you think you say that? Gwr. Go weir, maybe.
Or maybe is it German?
Yes.
Gewehr?
Gewehr, maybe. Or didn't someone say W's are F's?
No, they're V's.
They're V's, okay. Gewehr. Why don't you just put a freaking V? Okay, cool. Ah, okay, so the devs have just got back to me. It's this thing. When your economic policy is changing. Oh, okay. It is going to war economy, It's not that it just undid it. It's just that it takes time to change. How? So now I just need to waste 150 political power somehow. Alright, so we just waste 150 political power. We'll do that by going to basic officer training. No, that's only 60. I need something that costs 75. Here we go. We'll go to the 18 to 15 bracket, and then we'll go back. Oh, that's not enough. Alright, then we'll go to this one. And then we'll go to... Alright, that's slightly too much. Is this one? No, this is the one we want to go back to, right? Yeah, okay. Now we've spent not quite enough. This one. And back to this one. Okay. Now I've got rid of that extra political power I gave myself. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. It's not that it just undid the law change. It's just that it does it, undoes it, and then takes, whatever, 90 days to apply it. And during that change, you have that penalty. Understood, understood. An improved fire control system. Exquisite. It's very nearly time for new guns as well. We'll need a lot of things coming available to research in 1940. More decryption is important. Corpse HQ radio is important. Radar is important. Let's grab decryption so we can see our enemies' focuses. Yes, my switch is back. Hello. What? You're gonna... Well, I didn't actually do anything. So I'm gonna just put it straight in. I managed to expertly wash up a pan by just not washing it up and putting it in the cupboard, apparently. On a brighter note, we can go to war with Hungary. Fantastic. Let's do that. Do we want to deploy the Air Force? I think no. I think it'd be a waste of fuel. That's what I think of you, Hungary. So, hopefully, I should have saved earlier, but it's fine. Hopefully the Allies don't get involved. They shouldn't, because this is a fascist that I just declared war on. And, you know, it's business. No one's business but the fascists. 7 levels of fort right here. That seems a little extreme. I guess I'll go around it. We're going to go full frontal style in the south. And in fact, I think we're going to go full frontal style pretty much all the way along the front. Can I go directly up there? No, we'll go here then. And sure, you two can hit them there as well. Go there. Okay, we should win these even with our demobilized army, I suspect. So we can't quite push them into the mountains there. That's okay. Do we want to mobilize? Probably not. Italy wants to join the war. That's okay. You have no troops. I think I'll survive without you. So yeah, they're not joining the Allies, so we should be fine. Pinning action, please. Oh, we can actually break them here. Good lord, 5 attack. And the tanks can just pour through and annihilate them. Good. Jolly good. And the infantry can move to encircle and do the same. Broken them here. Good. Well, it's a nice, easy split 3 ways there. That's what I like to see. You guys cut in here. Good. You guys can support that attack. Good. I'm doing a full frontal assault rather than just kind of VP rushing because I want the army experience and I want the experience on the divisions themselves. Both are pretty valuable to me. I'm trying to pin them here so we can encircle there, which looks like it's going to work. Budapest will fall. There's the encirclement. You guys can close it now. And we'll just... Yeah, just I do want to encircle and destroy their entire army before the war ends. What kind of capitulation limit are we looking at? 42%. That's pretty low. Budapest might be enough in that case. I hope it isn't, but I'm not heartbroken if it is. The reason I want to encircle and destroy all their divisions is because of the general XP mostly. Again, as I've mentioned before, overwhelming victories grant greater rewards in terms of general XP. So that what you're going for if you want to grind general XP, Encirclements are great. It's possible that you don't get extra lots of general XP on encirclements specifically, just other types of overwhelming victory. To avoid you getting crazy amounts on encirclements. That's entirely plausible. But I don't know it to be the case, so I'm going to act like it's not. United Kingdom is currently dominating Dutch trade. No! Outrageous. I have the We Fight United again, but we don't need it. They still aren't ready to actually do it. Hopefully the UK runs out of political power before I do. We'll see. We might just be giving the Dutch a whole load of political power by doing all this, but we'll see. We'll see. These tanks just holding on. Let's give them a bit of infantry support. Obviously having trouble pushing those guys out of their forts. Give me another direction here. You two, a bit obvious encirclement maneuver here. Good, good, good. Being driven back here, but obviously we're in no tearing hurry to win this war. Supply is fine. There are some enemy planes deployed. I could, I suppose. Yeah, go on then. Let's deploy some fighters. At least those aren't fighters. Let's deploy some fighters in a what do you call it? Bomber interception capacity. Because that gives lots of XP with very low casualties and very low fuel use. It doesn't give lots of XP specifically, it just gives, you know, plenty of XP. So you can put it in there. Compared to other missions, it doesn't give plenty of XP, I mean to say. But it's a good way to get XP without actually having to spend much, I think. Good, cutting in there is going well. There's that encirclement finished off. I'm going to split these guys into two individual little pockets. Very handy. You guys can cut through here. You can cut down here. Good. We'll encircle Budapest from the north and south. There's them finished off. Perfect. Alright, these guys, feel free to wipe them out. And as soon as this pocket's finished, we'll do the same in Poprad. Get a bit of extra defense there. Good. Got any guys deploying yet? Not just yet. What are they going to be short on? Support equipment? We actually have a support equipment deficit right now. Really? We actually do. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I will absolutely put some factories into that. Let's put some more, because we want to keep deploying infantry at a rate after this point, after this line. So to have an actual deficit is a little worrying. We have successfully broken in there. Good. Panzers can stay put. Let's do our best to not attack Budapest from across the river. Bit tricky sometimes, these front lines. We'll just go like that, I suppose. Good. Holding here. Nice. There's the Poprad, good lord, encirclement. Finish them off. Obviously, they're in the mountains and we're demobilized, but I don't think that's going to stop us. You can just keep on keeping on. Do not let them reopen that encirclement. Let's get a little support attack to make that an easier win. Good. Okie doke. We could go from reserve army, but we don't really need to, do we? Nah, it's fine. We can mobilize later. So when are you allowed to mobilize? You have to be at war or 60% war support. Okay, that's fine. So could we go to general? Ow, my hand. So to go. Okay, you can go to general if you're mobilizing or someone else is mobilizing on you. Okay, cool. Good to know. Now we have the men north and south. Pour into Budapest. Good. Enemy planes still deployed up here. And yeah, we should be seeing essentially no casualties. Well, 1-to-1. It's not ideal, but oh well. Oh well, that's fine. So these guys, what the heck is going on here? Merge yourselves up. Okay. Let's try and stay organized here. If you could overrun them, perhaps. There's new U-boat designs. Might be time to start doing some fighter research bonus ones. Considering it's probably time for new fighters. Yeah, it's in fact past time. So the B... Well, that's ahead of time. Motor cannon. Effect. Nothing. Oh, we should definitely have better CAS. Good God, we have so much we need to invent. There's so much to invent in this mod. Ho-hum. Yeah, you know what? Let's start on the West Wall forts. It seems about appropriate time to throw those up, considering the proximity of the war. If you would just keep those guys pinned down while we finish off Budapest. I'm sure let's have some more infantry in the region. Just keep pressure on them all the way along the front. Oh, our casualty counters reset. That's interesting. That makes sense. We wouldn't have war support in a lowered and unrelated war. There's advanced machine tools. Good. This is so close to not out of date, but I think I'm going to grab the CAS instead. If you two just want to press there. You guys get back in there. Want that frontage as high as we can. In fact, you two can get back in as well. Good. Lots of areas with no missions. That's quite alright. Intended result. A bit more frontage on Budapest, please. There's oil plant. Probably want to go straight onto improved oil plant. If I had to guess. To unlock those rubbers. Yeah, sounds good. There's so much I want to get right now, but we will prioritize. All right, so we'll finish off the Hungarian War in the next episode, and we will desperately upgrade to the 1940 stuff, which will include a whole load of ship upgrades. Speaking of ship upgrades, hey cruisers, I got some fancy new fire controls for you. Hell yes. This is my... I'm tempted to just keep the name, like use the default name. Yeah, I think I'm going to, maybe I'm going to start, because it's iterating on it nicely for me. I think I am actually just going to do that. And we can get the improved AA fire control, and obviously I've put the radar on all of them. There we go. We have a lot too many of these queued up, as it turns out. Did my dockyard count go down? No, 39, that sounds right. Just one more of these. Looks like we're never going to enter production on a lot of these. That's fine. We'll just do this. There might be more upgrades before we finish these ones anyway, because we've got the 40 hulls coming in. So we'll leave it like that for now. I'm not going to switch over the worst ones. And obviously we're probably going to build some 1940 capitals as well, depending on the kind of composition we're looking at in our navy of actual new vessels. We'll see. I haven't got this set up to auto-reinforce. No, I've just got them manually going into it, right? Well, we can worry about actually organising the navy. There we go. 150 political power for taking Budapest is very nice indeed, and will no doubt be followed immediately by a Hungarian capitulation. There it is. I said in the next episode. I lied. It was in this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.